Gives me great pleasure to have Suzi Quatro coming in from the UK. She's always rocking. She is the queen of rock. We salute you, Suzi. Everyone loves you out there in the world. You know that.
Thank you very much. I've been there. My 38th tour now I've done. I might as well live there.
Now, Suzi, I just want to say The Devil in Me is such a fantastic single, and the song is like rock solid, even the video. It's been released. This has got to go to #1, I reckon, this song. Everyone's got to go out there and support it. Everyone that loves it. It's just a real rocking, great song.
Yeah, it's, I call it classic Quatro. It's what everybody bought from me in the first place, only it's completely up to date. And the video I love. Used a young director, and he captured me perfectly. Yeah, we're real proud of it. We're proud of the whole album, actually. And thank you very much for the compliment.
You've got a few real rockers in there, like Devil in Me, Motor City Riders, Hey Queenie, Get Out of Jail. I mean, we're rocking, aren't we?
Oh, God, are they ever. And Get Out of Jail, we were working on that in lockdown here, you know, and I said to my son, this has come true. Wow, get out one more gig before I die. Boy, that's the truth, isn't it? Anyway, this album everybody's loving, just like what you said. They're all saying it's my best work. And it's got everything from Get Out of Jail, Hey Queenie, to My Heart and Soul. You have diversity on this album, but it's all Suzi. It's all Suzi. And working with my son, fantastic. What a partnership we have.
Richard's fantastic. I saw the video clip, and I've got to tell you, Suzi, it's like the 1970s have come back in 2021. Seriously, you got so many fans out there. I'm saying generations of fans. You had the teenagers, and then the teenagers became mothers, and then they had children, and then they got married, and they're still coming to your shows. I mean, how huge is that?
And the beat goes on. Yes, you know, if the shoe fits, well, my suit fits, my shoes fit, my bass fits, my music fits. I'm sticking around.
Exactly, but you know the great thing is you got 12 songs on the album, and what happens is if they buy the double LP, it's got a gatefold on it, and you get 2 bonus tracks, right? Which is Can I Be Your Girl and Desperado. So I mean, you got the CD Digipack, which is going to have a fold-out poster too. I mean, how big is that? You're giving the fans everything they want during the pandemic. They'll be rocking.
I know. I do take it all seriously, giving them what they want. I'm on the social media all the time. I do Instagram. I do messages. If I can't get out there and entertain them on the road, I'm going to entertain them on CD, on album, on the social media. I'm still going to be there. I take it serious, you know. It's my responsibility to lift everybody up.
Exactly. I'm the same. That's why I'm here with you. But I got to tell you, you are the greatest, and there's no other female rocker. I'd put you up there with Paul McCartney. If Paul McCartney had an equal, right, you're the equal. I got to say that, and I mean that sincerely.
Well, he's another Gemini, so I know him very well. So, yeah, good.
Now, I'm going to ask you, Suzi, I want to show you an Australian EP. I don't think you've seen it, right, from the 70s. And I've got a question. Have you ever seen this?
Yes, I have it upstairs in my collection. I sure do. Okay. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's good. And you know that first one, Ain't You Something, Honey, that was when I first came to England, and I played like 30 songs to Mickey Mouse that I had written in preparation, and he only liked like a 10-second little snippet on piano, and that was the song. So and the Roman Fingers Little Beach Blue, written by Richard's dad and me, who was my guitar player, Daytona Demon, of course, one of the hits. Yeah, I have that.
Now, the questions I've got to ask you, somebody who's got this has asked me, out of those 4 songs, which is Suzi's favorite?
Do you know what? I love Roman Fingers.
Okay. Now, the second question is, someone asked me, can you tell me the story behind Daytona Demon?
Well, that was written by Chinna Chapman. They wanted to do something comparing my life and my man with a race course. It's quite rude if you listen to the lyrics. And Mickey Most actually spent an entire evening sewing on big you know, those big circular patches that they used to wear. I had a white jumpsuit for that. He wanted me to look like one of those pit people that your car comes in and you change it during a race. So he spent an entire night sewing all these patches on my suit. And for years and years, we tried to get that song to work on stage, and it didn't. And finally now, not last year because nobody worked, before that, I put it in the set and it works wonderful. It's now in the beginning of my show. I don't know why it didn't. I just don't know why. I guess maybe having the horns makes a difference, but it works now. It works great.
But you've got so many millions of views on YouTube. I'm amazed. Now, there's a lot of things on YouTube that I studied, and somebody put out your top 10. I don't agree with the top 10. So I picked 5 songs that I think are your top 5. And I want you to tell me if I'm right or wrong, or you disagree. Because the great thing is, not only have you got the rocking songs, but you've got all these other genres of songs that are so great. Like I had a group of people with me, and we're talking Suzi Quatro, and the song Stumbling In was like in the conversation straight away. It wasn't the hard rocker. It was like Stumbling In. So this is my top 5, right? Because there's another top 5 on the net, and I don't agree. So I'll just give you my top 5, right?
Okay.
I got Stumbling In at number 1. All right. I just love the song. I've got If You Can't Give Me Love at number 2, 48 Crash at 3, Tear Me Apart at 4, and Your Mama Won't Like Me at 5. Now, I just love those songs. And let me show you an Australian cover. Here's your Australian cover here. Look at that. Look, I mean, there is the iconic Suzi Quatro rocking it out like no one ever.
And I still do the same thing now. Not the exact, I have a new suit, but it's the same thing. You know, if the shoe fits, I keep saying, why change it? If it's not broken, why fix it? That's what I do.
Can I ask you something, Suzi? I've got to ask you. This happened to Elvis and all these famous celebrities, right? Have you ever split your suit on stage?
Yes, I have. In fact,
is it because it's leather or what?
Well, because leather doesn't give so much, and that, you know, and sticks to you.
Yeah.
I have done many tours that we have called the gaffer tape tours, because there's no time to get it repaired. So you know, inside the suit, it's all taped up. They don't last more than, of constant use, I would say 2 years maximum each suit. And then you got to hang it out to dry, and it sits up in my ego room, you know. Yeah, they don't last that long. They do take a lot of wear and tear.
Can I ask you where the number 1 suit is? Is that in a Hard Rock Cafe or in a museum? Or where's the number 1 suit that you wore for the Can to Can album?
I think I gave that to charity to raise money, I'm pretty sure. I gave one to charity. There's some in Hard Rock Cafes around the world. There's one in the Chelmsford Museum where I live, where I have my own exhibit. There's one of the British Music in London Museum. Yeah, I've given maybe 2 or 3 to charity, and I have a lot upstairs in my ego room along the thing there. I've got the cover jumpsuit of Rock Hard and the bass. The bass sits in my front room, and the jumpsuit's upstairs. I still have a lot of them.
Now, I've got a question about your basses. Somebody went out of their way to ask you. Now, have you tried Hofner and Rickenbacker basses in your time? Do you like those brands?
I've never played Hofner because I began on a Fender Precision. That's what I learned on. That's what I'm comfortable with. I like a big-bodied bass, and I like a full-neck bass. You know, that's what I have to play. So I didn't know there were smaller necks, and I couldn't play one now. It would feel like a toy to me. So I stick with Fender mainly. I've got a Precision I use in the studio, and I've got a Jazz I take on the road. I've got a new bass called Rios, and he's building me the Wild one just for me. So that's coming soon. What else? But mainly I stick to Fender. I've been through Gibson, Status, Les Paul, a few things over the years, and always came back to my first, which was Fender. So I'm basically a Fender girl.
Another question that someone asked me, they said, what is the difference when you first started out touring America to touring America now? What's the major thing that has changed?
Well, when I first started going there, they really weren't ready for me at all. they were Linda Ronstadt and the Eagles and Jackson Brown. That's all you heard on the radio. Now it has opened up a lot more. Now they accept people like me. After I did Happy Days, that's when they accepted for real a girl with a bass guitar. Isn't that crazy? It took a sitcom for them to get it, you know. But yeah, but America's great to play because when the audiences love you, they really love you. They really go for it, you know.
What was it like playing in Happy Days? Come on, Tuscadero, and you got Henry Winkler as the Fonz. How great was that? What a match! I mean, that's television magic there that embodies you in pop culture forever.
Yes. I auditioned for the role. I flew in from a Japanese tour. I won the role. It lasted 3 seasons. I'm still good friends with Henry and Ron. We email all the time. How nice that I was in that iconic show. I'm very proud of that. And I didn't know this till I was told. I had the second most fan mail after Henry. Wow. That's surprising. Wow. It must have been a popular character, yeah.
Was there talk that they wanted to do a spin-off show, Leather Tuscadero? They wanted to give you your own show? Is that true?
Yeah, they wanted to do a spin-off, but in all honesty, I said it in my documentary, if you watch Suzi Q, I don't like to be boxed in. And I wanted to do other acting roles too, which I have done. And doing 3 seasons of Leather was enough. That was enough. So I did the right thing. I went on to do lots of other stuff. You know, I did Midsummer Murders, Dempsey and Makepeace. I did Ab Fab. I went on the West End stage. So I wasn't boxed into that. You know, don't forget, it was Suzi Quatro and also playing Leather Tuscadero. So they're very similar. So that's enough. The character was, you know, established.
I got to say, the documentary that was made by the Melbourne filmmakers here and directors, Suzi Q, it was shown here in Carlton. I went and saw it. Just a fantastic, honest documentary going back into your history with your family, how you went to London, how you struggled, how you made it. And you made it before anyone else because you are the original rocker female before anybody. And I mean, you know, that just says enough. And those covers of your album, I'm just telling you, every teenager in Australia was like going out of their head in the early 70s. I remember when Can the Can came out, I was in high school and someone ran with the album. We'd go, wow, she's beautiful. Wow, shit, that's the greatest songs, man. This is like the greatest.
Yeah, that's nice. That pleases me because when you get in this business, you know, it's now 57 years I've been doing this, and you hope for that kind of thing to happen, that people know people get it and they like to come see you. And yeah, I'm an artist, so to be appreciated is everything, you know, at the end of the day. That means everything to me.
But I'll tell you what, Suzi, everyone's grown up with you and your music. That's what makes it. Now, your new album, as I said, The Devil in Me, you come back rocking. You know what I mean? It's like I'm in 2021. That's what you've done.
I know. And that was actually my son's intention. He said, because No Control was a great album. It was the first time we worked together. And then when the lockdown came, we had the option taken up for the next one. My son said, I want this album to be as groundbreaking as your first one. And I think we've accomplished that. I didn't think we could beat No Control. It was such a great album, but this one, we've beaten it. I don't know why. It just, maybe we're more comfortable together, working together, and we had a game plan, and fantastic. I'm real proud of this album. I am.
You should be. Now, I want to say the album is going to be released in the Digipack CD on the 26th of March. Is that correct?
Correct.
Fantastic. And as I said, the artwork behind and the video, I saw it with all the colors coming in, black, red, Suzi Q, dressed up in the leather with the belt, the jacket. It's like it's in your face. And that's what I like. That's what the world needs now. Someone to lift us up, and you're doing it.
Absolutely. Yes. And I will keep doing that till I can't do it anymore. You can always count on me to lift you up. That's what I do in life. Absolutely.
You know what? As I said, and I'm serious, there is no other female artist I can say from the early 70s that was like Just it. If the king is the king of rock and roll, you are the queen of rock and roll. And that is something that will never change.
Here's my royal wave. Hang on.
Thank you. And I'm your servant.
You may stand.
Thank you. And look at this. As I said, I like this part. Look at that. You just rock in 2021.
That's good, isn't it? That's a really good cover. And I love the CD cover too. I love them both.
Everybody just switch off your TVs. Don't watch the bad news. Get Suzi's single and start rocking out to it. And as soon as the album comes, go out and buy the album straight away, whether it's streaming, whether it's the double record with the gatefold, whether it's the Digipack CD with a poster. Make sure you go, and you don't have to wait now. Go on YouTube, hear the song, The Devil in Me by Suzi Quatro, and get ready to rock, because you don't want Suzi coming around to your house with her bass knocking on the door with her leathers. And go out, and as I said, you make sure you buy that album, because that's going to fly up the charts. No, make no mistake about it. The Devil in Me by Suzi Quatro. And Suzi, as I said, the world loves you, and I'm telling you what, every day, it's like, you know what it's like? You got the Rolling Stones, they live forever. Well, you know what? Suzi Quatro lives forever. That's what it is. Every day of your life, just keep rocking out. That's all I want.
That I can promise you. Absolutely. We'll see you when I come down. I hope it's going to be at the end of the year.
And I wish you all the best. And I think this album's going to #1. I'm serious. I just reckon it's that great. Thank you again. See ya.